Hello, I'm back with a vengeance. No, not really. um, yes, so I'm going to talk about alcohol and depression today, or depression and alcohol. Um, Again, something that is close to my heart because I've obviously suffered from depression, as you know. If you've listened to any of my other videos, you'll know that. And I've also had an alcohol problem, or have an alcohol problem, depending on how you look at it. AA would look at it that I have an alcohol problem, and I always will have. But then there's other schools of thought, some people think that there's no such thing as an alcoholic. I don't. I don't mind calling myself an alcoholic. I don't care about that label, but maybe that's all it is, a label. All I care about is being well. And I know when I drink alcohol, I'm not well. I did stop drinking for 5.5 years after a few attempts with varying degrees of success. And before I stopped the last time, before this 5.5 year abstinence, I'd got to a point where I'd tried smoking heroin. So for me, that was an all-time low because heroin was a drug that I said I would never try. I've tried lots of other drugs, but heroin was like, oh, that's really bad. So getting to the point where I tried it twice and liked it, I thought, right, I have to stop drinking. Because I did it under the influence of alcohol. Probably wouldn't have done it if I hadn't been drinking. So I managed to stop for 5.5 years and then started again, which was a mistake. And it lasted 18 months. And I stopped again this January. So it's been about 3 months now. And it's not been too difficult on the whole. I have thought about drinking. And I stopped again because I was starting to feel low a lot of the time. More anxious than I normally am. And after I stopped, it maybe took 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month before all that seemed to subside. And it's like, oh God, yeah, alcohol was doing that to me. Alcohol was making me feel like I would never be happy again because I was consistently low. I mean, I can have an off day now and again, as we all can, but I was having days and days of it. And stupidly, didn't seem to realise that the alcohol was probably causing the problem until I decided to stop doing it. And then I felt better. So really, the message of this video, I don't want to make it too long, is if you suffer from depression and you're drinking, then I would advise you stop, because the alcohol doesn't solve anything and it makes things worse. I mean, I recognise that it's a temporary relief from low mood. It can be, because it creates that barrier, doesn't it, that between your feelings and yourself, which we want when we feel like shite. But it just goes on and on and on, and that mood will never lift. You'll be stuck in that place indefinitely if you don't give up alcohol. Really, life is better without it, and that's hard to believe if you're entrenched in drinking on a regular basis. You might think, well, how am I going to socialise? How am I going to talk to people? Life's going to be so dull. But actually, if you think about it, drinking every day, if you do drink every day like I used to, is actually pretty dull itself, because all you do is drink. And when you stop drinking, you realise there's a big wide world out there and there's so many things you can do. And I just wanted to be a person who could be in a social setting without that crutch. Because I guess when I first started drinking at the age of 14 or whatever it was, I realised that alcohol gave me confidence and made me stop being so self-conscious, and that felt good. But it's a dangerous game, isn't it? Because it's so easy to become reliant on that. and I did. And it was hard to give it up, really, because I had to become that shy, self-conscious person all over again. Because I used to be the life and soul of the party when I was pissed, or I thought I was anyway. And then when I stopped drinking, I just sat there like a little wallflower, scared to speak, and I didn't enjoy that, I'll be honest with you. But eventually I started getting some more confidence. So yes, I don't know if I've really said what I wanted to say here. I kind of have. But this was just a rather impromptu video that I decided to make. But yeah, the message is, if you're depressed and you drink, think about giving it up, especially if you're doing it on a very regular basis. You know, I'm not talking about once a month, not even once a week, but if you're doing it every day or nearly every day, then yeah, give it up. Life is better without it. Anyway, I'll leave it there, because that's how many minutes. Oh, more minutes than I wanted, but I will be editing, so perhaps I'll get it down to 30 seconds, if you're lucky. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please comment if you've got anything to say, and subscribe if you would like to see more of me. And that's it really. Bye.